How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dominic Minchella. I am the Kansas City Chiefs beat writer on SI and the host of the Kansas City Chiefs Insider Podcast. Once again, thank you guys so much for stopping in. And I do appreciate if you guys did check out that long series that we just did, breaking down these 7 primetime games that the Chiefs have from least anticipated to most anticipated with the biggest storylines. If you haven't, go check it out. A lot of hard work went into that, as well as you're going to get some fun little tidbits out of it as well. But now OTAs have begun for Kansas City. They have now moved into phase number 3, which consists of the next 4 weeks of the program. As the NFL has stated, teams may conduct a total of 10 days of organized team practice activities. No live contact is permitted, but 7-on-7, 9-on-7, and 11-on-11 drills are permitted. That's huge as we get closer and closer to the 2025 campaign, less than 100 days away now. It is captivating to see what these Chiefs are going to be able to do this upcoming season. But in today's episode, we're going to talk about 2 things that stood out already from the first day of OTAs. And it's the arrivals of the people who actually showed up from what we've seen. One, Patrick Mahomes entering his 9th season. It's for a guy who is so overworked. His passion for football drives him. He had no reason, or he didn't have to come to the first day of OTAs in this way, but he did. He is dedicated to winning. We have seen what he has been able to do thus far into the offseason, from body transformation, workout videos, working with his wide receivers, getting a haircut and fixing himself as a man now, which is still bizarre to see how he said that he believes that, he looks more mature with the hair. If anything, the maturity doesn't stand out because he's always been a very upstandard guy. He's never really had much issues off the field. It is very encouraging, though, for younger players, right? So how about these 7 new draftees? Having watched Patrick play, having seen the Chiefs be as successful as they are, watching from a television screen, and now that they are a part of the organization, they get to see the guy who has run through the offense, or run the offense through this entire since 2018. This dynasty is circulated and built for and around quarterback Patrick Mahomes. These guys are getting the firsthand treatment, being able to work with, Patrick, see Patrick, talk with Patrick. It may not seem like as big of a deal, though, that it typically is, but I think that it is. It's a good sign that Patrick is a leader of this organization. He wants to be the best on that field. And after last season losing to the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, he said that he's got a bad taste in his mouth. You could see the clear upset, sadness, and frustration following that game and press conferences, his comments. While these guys are able to, kind of put football and work aside to spend times with their families during the off season, that it's in the back of his head that he wants to get out there. And while these are not mandatory to attend, this is terrific that he showed up. Looking forward to him continuously going down into the training camp session. And the second is Isiah Pacheco. This is huge, in my opinion. I think that, there was a lot of question marks circulating around Pacheco last season, being like, is he going to be able to be the guy that he was his first and second year? He's going into a contract year. He wants to prove, can he still prove that he is good? Is it Kareem Hunt show once more? Is he going to not only be able to pass along pass along as the first running back, or is it going to go to a veteran after Pacheco has held it in the past? it is encouraging to see that he's ready to get to work. I know you guys saw that video of him approaching either on X, any social media platform, Instagram. He was there. He's ready to get to work, and that's encouraging, right? So, as a guy who is going into a contract season, it is crucial that these players, who have a chip on their shoulder of not only wanting to prove that they are still dedicated to their craft, they're also still kind of auditioning for another role or another contract down the line, right? Even way before this season begins. Teams will see if he doesn't get an extension from Kansas City, they'll see that Pacheco is a, highly motivated guy. He knows that he had a down injury ridden season that he wants to come back from, and he shows up to one of these organized training activities. It is crucial though, because he missed a lot of time last season, and while they're not able to have contact with one another, it's a good sign for the running back room, right? He knows that he wants to compete for a role. Kareem Hunt, he's proven that he knows what he's doing at the running back role every single time that he's put on a Kansas City Chiefs uniform. You got Elijah Mitchell, who's coming in as well, looking to get himself as a role. Is he going to be the third string running back, or is it going to be the 7th round draft pick, Brashard Smith? There are people aiming for the first spot to be the main running back on this Kansas City Chiefs team, that it's very encouraging that Pacheco was able to show up and see what he was able to do for the first bits and pieces of this training, as well, as all the other competitors. But those are just the two first things that kind of stood out seeing from the OTAs. It's encouraging that Mahomes and Pacheco, these two guys who have seen the promised land, been to the promised land, they still have that taste for glory, and then they want to grab the brass ring, even if they've grabbed it before. Super excited to continuously cover this as they go into it. There will be a press conference held on the 29th with Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and select other players. So I'll make sure that you guys pay attention, or you guys make sure that you pay attention to that, and I will break it down for you if you don't get the chance to. Excuse me. That being said, though, that will wrap up today's podcast. I hope you guys did enjoy and give you a little bit more of insight to what I think going into the new season. As always, you can check us out on X on the ticker down below, or if you're listening, you can follow me at Dom Minchella, spelled DOMMINCHELLA. I post and repost every single day. Would love to spark up a conversation with you guys over there, as well as following us at KC Chiefs on SI, also on X. All of our stories get posted that day as well, in case you missed it from looking it up on Google. That being said, as you guys know, we're going to continuously get closer and closer to the 2025 campaign, and I can't wait to keep on spending it with you guys. That being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, be kind to one another, and I'll see you.